There was every reason not to do this walk today, and it was a long drive out here to Arabia Mountain, and I got a late start. And by the time I arrived, the Georgia heat was already settling in. It was crazy. And staying home would have been easier, but I wasn't trying to do that because I really needed this. I deserve a break. I decided to, you know, change up my little routine, and I came to a new walking trail for today. I've been here before, but yeah, the heat happens so quickly now that it's like if you don't get out early, you're going to be subjected to the temperature. Welcome all, my name is Kai, and this is a journey of solo travel, creativity, and thriving beyond 50. Here we celebrate freedom, healing, and the art of living boldly, whether I'm riding from the mountaintops or chasing sunsets by the sea. This space is all about embracing life, one soul-filled adventure at a time. Definitely got my water with my electrolytes in it because I don't know what to expect being on this mountain with no shade. Not using that pot. Glad I have my own little toilet in here. I even had the nerve to think missing one day wouldn't matter for me to do this walk, but something's actually changed in me now. And today, as I started this walk, I realized I really love walking. I forgot my walking sticks, so let's go back and get that. Can't do this at all without those. You only need to follow these large rock formations to stay on the trail so you don't get lost. Not that you would really get lost because it's a short little hike from the parking lot to the actual mountain, but there are other trails out here that you would not want to get lost. When I first started walking every day, it was about like trying to improve my health. That was the actual goal, and losing weight and trying to get stronger. But the stiffness and the pain is the thing that really made me feel good that it was gone. And those things were happening, and I lost the weight and I move a lot faster now. So I'm extremely happy about that. But the biggest change happened in my mind. Thankfully, it's not that high of a mountain because I wouldn't be doing this at this time of day. Something really shifts in you when you show up for yourself every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's inconvenient, even when it's really hot, and even when life is heavy, you begin to trust yourself a little bit differently. And I think trusting becomes especially important after 50. I'm always amazed about how many plants grow on this great big old stone. It just amazes me. I think a lot of women reach this season of life after 50 and be wondering, like, who am I and what do I even want? What happens next? And I've asked myself those questions many times, and there's many times I just felt uncertain about what the heck I'm doing and felt a little bit stuck sometimes too. Like maybe reinventing myself is for the younger crowd, but walking taught me something powerful. Starting over really doesn't belong to any one group. You can start over any season of your life because it's just for whoever is willing to make changes. So every day I walk, I'm casting a vote for myself and I'm becoming a person who I am meant to be. And I'm literally, to me, this is my opinion, I'm reversing aging for myself, at least physically reversing it, because I feel way younger than my numbered age. There's something about being outside that really quiets down the noise out here. It's like I can hear myself clearer. And not that worried version of me, not that overthinking version of me, that deeper voice underneath all of that, the one that remembers who I actually am, the one that knows peace isn't something we find, it's something we practice. And for me, walking has become that practice. It never dawned on me when I started doing videos about what it's like being over 50 until people in my comments started mentioning about how many of us over 50 start to feel so lost. Trying to find our identity after we're empty nesters, or even after we are no longer maybe earning income in the way that we used to. But even though we're earning money now in this economy, it's not going very far. When you're no longer caring for anyone, you're not doing any kind of caregiving at all, you actually, that's really a good time for you to start thinking, okay, now what can I do for me now that I'm not in that role anymore? But some people feel a little sad because they don't have those responsibilities. I get it. I'm not one of those people because I was looking forward to it, but there are some people whose nature is to nurture. And when they don't have that responsibility anymore, they start to wonder what their purpose is. But yeah, that's not everybody, but that still happens to others. And because of that shift, some people disconnect from themselves, and because they hadn't done anything all that time except for what they were doing with their children and raising their kids, and even those who never had children, sometimes they might be married or with partners, and they don't really do anything for themselves because they're trying to give as much time to their partners that they don't remember who they are. But I would challenge anybody that is in my age group or in my season of life to start thinking about what is it that you enjoy doing? What do you like to do? And explore that as much as possible while you still have life, while you still have your health, while you still have some kind of money, even if it's a small portion of money. But start thinking about some things that you might want to do. And if you don't have any hobbies that you had already been doing, just test some things out. You never know what you'll end up liking until you try something new. So that's why, my thing is I'm just exploring life at this point, trying to figure out what I like, what I enjoy. And then when I get bored with that, I try something different. Walking is my new hobby, and it's become a sacred space. And if you're watching this and you're in a season of starting over, maybe after a loss, after burnout, after retiring, after disappointment, after years of putting yourself last, I want you to notice it's not too late for you to get stronger and to check in with you. Georgia has so much to see. It is beautiful out here. Just beautiful. I know one thing for certain, walking has really been something that has helped me get better and helped my mood and helped my health and helped my, flexibility and my fitness. It just helped everything, just walking. I'm not here for all that running and jogging and none of that kind of stuff because my joints ain't having that at this point in my life. But walking has done like a lot for my mental health in general. So that's why I walk every single day now. But now that the summer has come, well, the summer is here basically, I have to get out early to try to do some kind of walking, because this morning when I got up, I was frustrated with myself because I had started scrolling on YouTube, and I knew that I needed to get out earlier today because it was going to be hot. But I wasted so much time, and then I knew that I wanted to do something different than the trail that I normally do because it was getting boring. So I hurried up and took this long trip here to Arabia Mountain to get my walk in. And I'm glad I did, but it was getting hot really early. So this is not somewhere that I could hang out for no long period of time because there's not enough shade up on this mountain. So I'm headed back down now and then get to another part of a trail here. I don't know if it has shade or not, but I still need to get some steps in, and I'm not going home until I get them in. Since I do a lot of things on my own, I don't really enjoy coming to like really big parks or hikes when it's not a lot of people on a trail. And that might not bother a lot of other people, but when you're by yourself, you still have to be mindful of things that happen. So yeah, there's no one out here today, and probably because they're smart enough to know it's too daggone hot. I do have things to protect myself, but I don't take nothing for granted. And yeah, I'm smart, or let's just say I'm wise enough to know that certain places shouldn't be, traversed by yourself, and not just the dangers of people, but sometimes you got to be leery about animals as well. So if you're by yourself, you don't have the ability always to foresee hidden dangers. So if you're watching this, it's not too late to get stronger or to rebuild trust with yourself or to become someone you're proud of. You do not have to overhaul your whole life overnight, because I didn't. You just have to take one step at a time, then take another, then take another. That's all I've been doing, one walk at a time. And somehow those steps have been leading me back to myself. Thank y'all for walking with me today. And if this spoke to you at all, let me know in the comments. What's one way that you're starting over in this season of life? And if you're on this journey too, I'll see you in the next walk. In the meantime, everyone, good mental health, good spiritual health, and as always, good physical health. Y'all take great care.